Jared, thanks. Always a fun time of the week where we hear from our Storm Team students.
So let's head back to the weather with the next big thing. Here's Jared Sellers with this week's Storm Team Student of the Week.
Well, welcome to this week's segment of Storm Team Student. With me this week is Brianna Guinn. Brianna, you excited to be here?
Yes.
I know you're a little nervous, but there's nothing to be nervous about. We're going to have a good time. We're going to talk a little weather today. We're actually going to talk a little bit about tropical weather because we're still around the peak of hurricane season. But before we get to that, is that your school right there?
Yes.
What's the name of your school?
Grandview.
Yes. Would you like to give any shout outs?
Miss Baker and Madison.
That's really cool. I bet they're happy to have you here. And if you don't care to tell the audience what grade you're in this year?
6th grade.
6th grade. So just a couple more years and you'll be in 8th grade, and maybe in about 4 or 5 years you'll have your license. I know your mom's probably not looking forward to that, but either way, you're definitely excited to have you here. We'll be talking about storm surge today, and before we get to at least how storm surge happens, we're going to go into the record books. Actually, just this past Friday, it was the 20th anniversary of what storm?
Katrina.
That is correct. And how high was the storm surge from Hurricane Katrina?
27.8 feet.
That is correct. So Hurricane Katrina, all the way 20 years ago, still holds the record to this day of the highest storm surge in the continental United States at 27.8 feet, and was the main cause of all the deaths that Hurricane Katrina caused, when it caused about over 1,400 deaths across Louisiana, New Orleans area, obviously, as well as into Mississippi. So that was definitely a very significant event and the costliest hurricane still to date in the continental United States as well. But how does storm surge happen? That is the main topic today. So Brianna, how does storm surge start to happen?
Water begins to rise above its normal tide level.
That is correct. So when we have typically some stronger hurricanes, about even a Category 1 can cause storm surge, but especially Category 3, Category 4, Category 5 storms, they can cause about 10 to 15 feet worth of storm surge. As Katrina's incident, Category 3, very strong pressure, can produce over 27.8 feet of storm surge. But elsewhere, you can see water levels continue to rise, and flooding structures impacts at least some of the coastal areas, right? So, but overall, how does storm surge happen? How does it happen, Brianna?
Lower air pressure and strong winds push water inland.
That is correct. So usually when you see a lower pressure, especially a lower pressure gradient of hurricanes, that usually strengthens the hurricane, right? So when you see strong hurricanes, about Category 3, Category 4, Category 5 storms, that can cause storm surge up to 15 to 20 feet. And Hurricane Katrina's instance caused about almost 30 feet worth of storm surge. So yes, caused very devastating impacts. And once again, storm surge is one of the leading causes for at least just damage overall from hurricanes, and just very devastating indeed. But Brianna, that's all we have today. Give me a fist bump and say back to you.
Back to you.
Very good job. If you have a child who would like to be our Storm Team Student of the Week, log on to WJHL.com to fill out an entry form.
Storm Team Students of the Week must be in grade